Okay, number 4 was arthritis, I believe. I wrote an article a while ago called Arthritis is Toxicity, because that's really what it is. And toxicity can build up for a number of reasons. So, like arthritis of menopause is because the estrogens are dropping, right? And the tendons and fascia are getting dehydrated.
Hmm.
So they're causing like a issue of the tendons, right?
Yeah.
Which feels like arthritis, but it's really more of a a tendinopathy issue. But a true buildup inside the joints and is an inflammatory issue, a chronic waste production issue. It's not like the autoimmune idea is not, it's just false, because we don't really have an immune system. We are,
Yeah.
everything is the immune system. Like the
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
entire of everything that is everything, there's no a system that you can dissect.
No.
Literally everything is self versus non-self. Everything is trying to know what is to be and not to be in the
Yeah.
body. Like
Mhm.
you're bagging and tagging all kinds of things all day long. So this idea that it's like, oh, it's my immune system is like whatever. No, it's just you're deficient.
Yeah.
It's just a deficiency problem and a buildup issue on the other side. A buildup of
Hmm.
waste, a deficiency of nutrients. It's always the same
Yeah.
problem, right? And then things are blocked and they can't move. So you get tissue crystallization, and you can get fascial dehydration and damage. You can get the liver and kidneys are usually very overloaded. Your adrenals could be very exhausted in a lot of those situations as well,
Yeah.
especially in the hormonal component ones. And like and also you have a pH problem oftentimes in these
Hmm.
states, because the pH is about the electricity, right? The bulk water
Yeah.
versus the structured water, the fascial communication. You have all these wastes in the way. The impulses cannot happen. So you're
Yeah.
not communicating properly. And also, if you have a hormonal component on top of it, which are communication or messengers, nobody knows what's going on in that area. So it's just festering. So connective tissues and joint capsules get full. It's like I always say these are like junk drawers of the body. It's like,
Mm.
well, I guess we'll put it there, for now, and we'll work on the obesity. So chronic liver and kidney overload can weaken the cartilage and the connective tissue too. So, like if you get in those chronic acidic states, the tissues actually can start to break down.
Yeah.
And that's where they're like, oh, it's bone on bone or whatever. And I hate that. I hate when people say that, because I know that's some idiot Rockefeller doctor who's put that in their head. It's like, it's bone on bone, It's like, it's not actually. There's actually going to be still cartilage. It's just it's dehydrated and inflamed and things have broken down and it's acidic and it'll actually rebuild. And so what they say is, oh, it's bone on bone. It'll never come back and you have to have a surgery. It's the same thing with dentists saying like cavities can never be repaired, which is bull crap. Actually, 90% of cavities will repair on their own, but no one ever lets them, right? And so it's the same thing here. Like no one ever lets you repair it. But if you actually nourish the body, like you could take collagen, you can take gelatin, you can take things that are lubricating, you can take like different amino acids that will,
Yeah.
help balance the system. But like it's the nerves get compressed, so then there's like pain syndromes and stuff, right? Like I've just did a master class on DMSO for pain. I'm going to do another master class coming up on one for like injury,
Hmm.
and oftentimes these situations could put you into like acute injury, so you have a chronicity, but then you're more likely to have a secondary like injury, right? Like you
Yeah.
just pull something wrong, now all of a sudden your back's out. Oh, you have a disc degeneration, right? And now your back's out, but you were just in general pain and now you're in
Hmm.
acute pain. So like these things all can be prevented and healed. It just takes knowledge. And so, yeah, DMSO, magnesium, omega-3 fatty acids, like the diet, the lifestyle, the movement, the stretching, the breathing,
Yeah.
everything we talk about, the grounding,
Yeah.
getting enough sunlight, getting enough vitamins and minerals. I mean, and making sure that you're able to actually digest them in your
Yeah.
gut. So like probiotics and digestive enzymes, and the lemon water in the morning is like I have a course called 30 Days to Better Health, and I also
Hmm.
have another course that talks about like your introspection, like a self-reflection course. But in my 30 Days to Better Health course, one of the top days is your lemon water and like your and balancing your gut first thing in the morning.
Mm.
Because as soon as you drink lemon water, in the morning, it actually alkalizes. I know it's an acid, like in the glass, like if you check the pH, but when it goes into you, it actually starts to produce the bicarbonate and will actually go the other way. So
Mm.
it's actually alkalizing to your system. So
Mm.
it can help your tissues get out of that trap, that acid trap
Yeah.
where it's breaking down tissues. Now, if you go too alkaline the other way, which is rare, but if you did, like if people like overconsume alkalizing beverages and stuff, you
Mhm.
can actually degrade your tissues with over alkalizing too. But that's not usually what's happening with when we understand pH and how free radicals and
Yeah.
reactive oxygen species are created
Mhm.
they tend to lean acid, and then you get the fat knuckles and the rheumatoid arthritis everything's broken
Yeah.
down and swollen,
Mhm.
trying to like get recovery to the area and become deformed, and the
Mhm.
bone mineral loss is happening,
Yeah.
right? Because it's just trying to buffer the acids. So just even starting with lemon water, and like castor oil is so relieving as well, because castor oil is like truly a deeply penetrating oil. It's the most deeply penetrating oil we have, and it allows those crystals to dissolve. So I
Mhm.
make a product called Joint Care Pepper Rub, and it has cayenne pepper and green tea extract and castor oil in it, because it helps get the blood flow, but also helps to dissolve all that
Mm.
stuff. So
Mm.
it's good, like you drink water and then you put it on so that the water now starts to wash away the things you put back into solution, because that's
Mhm.
what the castor oil tends
Good.
to do. And the circulation is up from those other products. So anything else you want to add to?
Probably I would mention as well borax.
Borax is huge. Oh yeah, I did a whole article on
Yeah.
borax as
Yeah.
well with for arthritis.
Yeah.
Sulfur, silica, magnesium, borax. Yeah, I mean there's all the trace minerals,
Yeah.
zinc, copper. Yeah, boron is big for pain as well. Like
Yeah.
you can soak in a bath with borax in it. I have a recipe on my blog on how to create the proper dilution of borax to take for boron, and I wrote a whole article on boron,
Yeah. And I did an audio
which
of that for
which
you.
you did an audio
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
exactly. So if people want to like get more of an education on that
Yeah. It's
aspect,
a big article, but it's a good one.
yeah, it's comprehensive,
Yeah.
because all of the things that I know that are suppressed by the mainstream or attacked or whatever is like one of the things I'm like, oh well, I guess I'll focus on that and
That's right. Yeah.
expose that those are false. And then because we live in such a world, I tend to like overcompensate with even more research and more details, and because you're coming out of like cognitive dissonance and
Yeah.
programming and authoritative like action. So but that's an easy one and cheap,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Yeah, good one to mention for arthritis.